Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's a slow Monday, I can tell you that. I'm like in slow motion this morning. I just cannot, for the life of me, get motivated. Let's see who's in here. Lisa, sunny side up. The Chatterbox, good to see you. Very Mary. Good morning, sweetie. Good morning, Debbie. I'm just scrolling, y'all. I'm slow. Oh, crap. Hey, Cement Shoes, Melissa. Good morning. Mandy Hall. Good morning. Cheryl Lynn. Good morning. Yeah, those damn Mondays, Sunny set up. Oh, my gosh. I just had trouble getting going. I stayed up too late. I've been staying up too late. Cheryl T. Good morning. Or it may be afternoon there. Good afternoon. Whichever. So we got a few things to talk about this morning. I think we'll talk about Joe Exotic's husband first. But first, let me ask y'all, did y'all have a good weekend? I did. Spent the weekend here. I mean, we played, Family Feud Saturday night. But I've had a good weekend spending it with my son. He's still here, so I'm live streaming from the kitchen. I got to try to just stay on about an hour this morning because my mom's coming to pick him up, take his homework to school, and I got to get his laundry dried. It's halfway dry. Cut the dryer off so I could live stream. Anyways, let's do some true crime. I miss true crime when I don't come on here and do it. Sometimes I get burnt out, but I miss it when I don't do it for a couple days. Sunny side up. Me too, staying up late and get nothing accomplished. Yeah. If I stay up late, it makes me sleep till like 7:15, and I can't be doing that because I got to get my animals out as soon as it's daylight, Let me screen share here. So Joe Exotic's little young hubby, hot hubby, he's a good-looking boy, young man. He got arrested in Texas for a DUI. Joe has put out a statement about it. Let's read and see what this young feller did. He has just been out. Let's look at his picture a minute. He has just been out, partying it up ever since Tiger King came out. I mean, he's been out on yachts with celebrities. I mean, he's just been living the high life while poor Joe's sitting in prison. Now, I get he's got to go on with his life, but, he is a married man. Should he be out partying like that? Here I am being judgmental. Dylan Passage, the husband of Tiger King star Joe Exotic, was arrested for 2 misdemeanor charges in the early hours of Sunday in Manor, Texas. The reality star, who was booked 3 hours after his arrest, was charged with driving while intoxicated and resisting arrest search or transport. As of early Monday morning, Passage is still being held at the Travis County Jail in Austin, Texas. TMZ was the first to report the news. Following Dylan's arrest, his husband, whose real name is Joseph Maldonado Passage, took to Instagram to express his support for the 25-year-old. In regards to Dylan's recent troubles, I'm just glad that no one was hurt, learning such a lesson that drinking and driving is something to take very seriously. Joe Exotic wrote, I love my husband and will be there for him just as he has been for me. If we all learn something from this, it is not okay to be irresponsible and drink and drive. I hope the news media that will cover this sees that a flawed system not only affects the person's life, but it also affects the person's entire family, he added. Alcohol was not a problem for Dylan when I was home. I know, Joe, but that right there, you're making an excuse for his drinking and driving. And if I'm not mistaken, Joe's brother was killed in a car crash. I think someone that was drinking and driving hit him. And that's why, like, Joe opened that zoo up and stuff in honor of his brother, because his brother liked big cats. And that's why Joe would go around to the schools and talk to the kids about staying off drugs and, drinking and driving and stuff. I wouldn't want that lifestyle either. Hey, Vicky, good morning. Like I said, I know Joe's in prison, and this is a young feller here he's married to, Dylan's young. He's going to want to live his life, but, if he's married, should he really be out partying like that? There's other ways he could enjoy his life without getting out drinking and driving. Seems like Joe's making an excuse for him. Oh, because he's in prison now, Dylan's drinking like that. Dylan's an adult. He's got to be responsible, more responsible, Anywho, I'm just wondering if Trump's going to pardon Joe Exotic. I don't think he's going to. I really don't. I mean, he may, but I really doubt it. Sunny side up. No, I feel guilty. Yeah, I mean, he's just been out living it up. He's been on yachts with celebrities and, he's been enjoying his little fame from Tiger King. He does seem like a sweet guy. He really does. He does seem like he cares about Joe. Let's see when Joe married him. I thought it said at the end of this. Maybe it was another article. I looked at 2 or 3 different articles about it this morning. That's it. I think he married him in like 2017 or something. It was after his other husband, Travis Maldonado, accidentally shot himself. If he does get out, I hope that he leaves all the big cats alone. Yeah, I hope he advocates for animals. I hope he don't get back into owning animals. Okay, it says my browser can't access my screen. Well, I know it can't because I closed it. Oh my goodness, I hate this freaking laptop. I hate seeing those beautiful animals trapped in small enclosures. That's no life for an animal. I hate seeing any big animal trapped inside those metal enclosures. I mean, if you absolutely have to have a roadside zoo, I don't know why anyone would have to have one, but at least try to mimic their habitat. That's what zoos do. They try to mimic the animal's natural habitat as much as they can, And actual zoos teach conservation. These roadside zoos don't teach that. There are a lot of good wildlife rescues, though. That's for sure. I hate seeing those stories about the big bears too. I read about one where a bear was in like this metal cage, just enough room to where it could pace back and forth, walk around. 30-some freaking years. Also signed a petition once about an elephant that had a chain around its ankle for 30-some years. Finally, it got freed. I think that Joe has learned something about being behind bars. He knows what it feels like to be caged up. Of course, he's got it a lot better than those poor animals had it. I think Joe started out trying to do the right thing. Then he got into the feud with Carol. He let owning big cats go to his head. All of them do. Every one of them that owns big cats do that. Carol Baskin, too, does it. Yes, and the killer whales, they should not be in captivity. I'll tell you what really opened my mind up about the killer whales being in captivity. I hadn't never really thought about it. It's Hello Starlight put up a video because she likes killer whales. Kind of like the Blackfish documentary. Anyways, she put up a video and it really told about, how bad it is for killer whales to be in captivity. They inbreed those killer whales. And out in the wild, killer whales do not breed inside their family. The males go outside to breed and stuff. It's just sad. It's just sad. Elephants are so smart. I watched this guy here on YouTube that actually has like a piano out in a field, and he plays for the elephants, and they come and gather around the piano. I love elephants. I rode one when I was little, back in the 80s, probably 8 or 9 years old. My older brother was too scared to get on it. It was like at a little circus or something. Now, I know that's not okay. Elephants don't want to be freaking ridden on and hauled around from town to town, around a bunch of screaming kids at these circuses and stuff. It's just cruel. No, I've not seen how they capture them. I don't think I want to watch that. Anyhow, I could talk about animals all day, guys. But I want to talk about this angel of death nurse. I'm going to be following this case. We're going to be following it because this is interesting. She's accused of killing 17 babies. She's from the UK. Her name is Lucy Letby. Well, a judge has denied her bail. She's going to be sitting her little butt in jail until she's convicted. Or not convicted. I think she's going to be convicted, though. Oh, crap. I about turned my mic over. She was arrested for this like back in, I think, like 2018, 2019. Let me go down here and see. She committed the crimes between 2015 and 2016. She was arrested, but she wasn't charged. They just recently charged her. I'm going to read this to you guys. I want to show her picture, though, because she definitely doesn't look like someone that would kill little preemie babies. She worked in the NICU with premature babies. They did release the names of 8 of the babies. I'll tell y'all their names in a minute. Accused baby killer, nurse Lucy Letby, denied bail. I'm just going to read this for anyone that's not familiar. A British nurse accused of murdering 8 babies and trying to kill 10 others will remain detained as her case proceeds. A judge on Friday denied 30-year-old Lucy Letby bail in connection with the case, rejecting an application from her attorney. Judge Stephen Everett also prohibited publication of information that might reveal the identities of victims and witnesses. Lucy Letby appeared in court and spoke to verify her name, but otherwise did not participate in the hearing, according to a news outlet. Authorities allege Letby committed the crimes between 2015 and 2016 in the neonatal unit at the Countess of Chester Hospital, about 15 miles south of Liverpool in northwest England. This week marked the third time that Letby has been arrested in connection with the allegations. Authorities previously arrested her in 2018 and 2019, but she had not been charged until now. Detectives have begun the probe examining the deaths of 17 babies, but expanded the inquiry to also cover 16 non-fatal collapses. Prosecutors have charged Letby with murdering 5 boys and 3 girls. Each was younger than 1 year old, and the attempted murder of 5 boys and 5 girls. Most of the infants who died were born prematurely, and the hearts and lungs of many of the deceased victims failed despite resuscitation attempts, an internal investigation found. The deaths prompted the hospital to shut down its neonatal units for 32 weeks, and the hospital at one point was criticized by the Royal College of Pediatrics and Child Health because of the death rate. Lucy Letby told a local newspaper in 2013 that she enjoyed nursing babies so that she could see them progress and support their families. No, you enjoyed it so you could kill them. Police have restricted disclosure of information about the cases, describing it as highly complex and very sensitive, according to ABC News. I'm just going to go up here and click on something else, because I had the names somewhere. If not, I got them wrote down in my notebook. It's right here. They did release some of the names, 8 names. Here are the names: Barney G., Clemelin Bennett, Daisy Parkin, Elsie McNall, now something like that. Joseph Johnson, Joseph Gelder, and Ellie Gelder. They're siblings, twins, and Maddie Freed. Bless all those little babies' hearts. She tried to kill more. She's been charged with that too, the non-fatal collapses. But I really want to follow this because it's really interesting. It's really sad. She's pure evil. She's a weak person inside. And killing little babies made her feel powerful. What a coward. What a monster. Preying on little, helpless, preemie babies that are fighting to stay alive. Fighting to get stronger. And here this bitch is in there killing them. I guess what prompted the investigation was the unusual amounts of deaths, and they started looking into it. It's not the first time there's been an angel of death like this. I should say alleged. Hey, it's other mom. Yeah, she is pure evil. Hey, Karen. They don't have the death penalty there. So she would just get like life in prison, which is not fair. Look how many lives she took. 17 deaths. And 16 non-fatal collapses. Some of those babies that didn't die, the 16 that didn't die, whatever she did to them, it could have caused permanent damage to them that they'll have to live with the rest of their life, you know? It does stuff to the brain and stuff when you're not getting oxygen and stuff. This happened in the UK. Cement shoes. Let me go back down here. It's not far from Liverpool. I know that. She was working at the Countess of Chester Hospital in Chester, England. It's not that far from Liverpool, it said. Uh-oh, I see urgent. Missing 11-year-old girl vanishes over the weekend. I will have to look at that. Wish we still had the death penalty in the UK. Yeah, because she needs to be took out in the town square and hung. Public hanging for what she did to these babies. And, you know, nurses, doctors, teachers, you know, when they do crimes, they should get a harsher punishment because they're in, like, positions of authority. You know what I mean? Authority. nurses and doctors and police, they work with the vulnerable. And this happened before in the UK in the 1980s. Same thing, nurse killing babies. Yeah, I watched Deadly Women a lot, and there was actually a woman that used to kill babies like, I forget what year. It's like in the 1800s, sometime late 1800s, I believe. Andy says Beverly Alit. She killed babies. Oh, hey, Max Power. Good morning. Oh, yes. They are there to help, not kill. Yeah, they're supposed to be saving lives, not taking lives, you know? Anyways, I can't even look at that monster anymore. That evil bitch. Why wasn't she charged back when they first arrested her? I mean, she killed 17 babies between 2015 and 2016. That's 17 babies in a year. Should have been investigated right then and there, arrested and charged. She was arrested a couple years back, but they didn't charge her, so what good did that do? You know? I need to drink coffee. That's why mental exams are necessary for those that work with those that are defenseless. Yes. I hear lighters clicking, Max Power. I really don't smoke a lot. I hold cigarettes. I'm not even supposed to be smoking in here. I hold cigarettes and they go out. That's what happens. Okay, let's see. What other monsters are we talking about this morning? Oh, yeah, there's getting ready to be a trial starting in Alabama for a man that killed his beautiful wife. She actually had like this adult site you could subscribe to where she posted like sexy pictures and things like that. And I'm thinking her husband was jealous over that. That probably caused them some arguments. I'm going to share this with you guys. She was a beautiful lady. Her name is Cat West. Let me see. Here's some of her pictures, then I'll read it to y'all. Beautiful woman, 42 years old. Kathleen Dawn West, 42, was found dead outside of her Calera home on Saturday, January 13, 2018. She and her husband, Jeff West, lived at the home they built in 2015 with their 12-year-old daughter. Kat West touted herself on social media as a stay-at-home mom, but also had a subscription-only website where she went by the name Kitty Cat West. Here's some of her sexy photos. It's in front of the Christmas tree. She looks like Marilyn Monroe, and actually she idolized Marilyn. She wanted to look like her. Here's one of her posts. Happy Sinful Sunday. New pics up on the site. Hi, please check out my subscription. Oh, so she had an OnlyFans. Okay, so that's what she was doing. Oh my gosh. There's one of her. I don't know about y'all's husbands, but my man would definitely not be liking pictures like that going up online. Okay. Here's another post. Happy Monday. Make it a great day. Oh, it's like she got nice boobs. They're all perky and stuff. Another picture. She was a very beautiful woman. That's for sure. I figured she'd had a better looking husband than what she had. Okay. The trial for a Shelby County man accused of murdering his wife, Kat West, is set to begin next week, and state authorities said Friday they will enter new information as evidence in the case. Jury selection will begin Monday with opening statements slated for Tuesday in the case against Jeff West. Kathleen Dawn, known as Cat West, age 42, was found partially nude and dead the following day outside of the Calera home she and her husband shared and had built on Greenwood Circle in 2015. It's a nice house too, by the way. They lived there with their daughter, who was 12 years old at the time. According to court documents filed Friday by Shelby County Assistant District Attorney Daniel McBrayer, prosecutors will offer as evidence of intent and motive for the murder charge numerous text messages between Jeff West and his wife, evidencing frequent arguments between the two. The messages are contained in the forensic download of the couple's phones. The records do not state the content of those messages. I want to see the content of those messages. Cat West, it says, touted herself on social media as a stay-at-home mom, but also had a subscription-only website where she went by the name Kitty Cat West. Her Twitter and Instagram accounts were also under the name of Kitty Cat West. Featured revealing photos. Oh, they featured revealing photos of her. And it directed viewers to her paid adult website, which cost $15.99 per subscription. According to the charging documents, Cat West was killed Friday, January 12, 2018, when she was struck in the head with a lucent abstinence. How do you say that? I know how to say that. I've drank that before. Abstinence or something bottle. Her body was found about 5 a.m. that Saturday by a 19-year-old neighbor who was on her way to work at a fast food restaurant. The victim was wearing only a sports bra. A cell phone was nearby with a green bottle on top of it, which witnesses said appeared staged. I remember Ashley Banfield talking about this case. The liquor bottle is green, but the witnesses did not specify the name of the liquor. The television news magazine Inside Edition obtained surveillance footage from R&R Wine and Liquor in Calera, and the Wests were in the store on a date night and bought a bottle of Lucid Absinthe. I can't say that word. And a bottle of Jameson Irish whiskey. Ooh, somebody planned on getting drunk. The video shows her laughing and at one point getting a pat on her bottom from the man. Jeff West, a former Birmingham Southern College campus security officer and U.S. Army veteran, was taken into custody at his home on Thursday, February 22nd. He has been held since then in the Shelby County Jail on a $500,000 bond, despite protests from his lawyer, John Robbins, who has contended Jeff West is being illegally detained and unlawfully denied liberty by the excessive bail amount. Well, he is accused of murdering his wife, so Jeff West has maintained his innocence, and his slain wife's family has shown him support. Really? Because he killed her. Sure as I'm sitting here. I know, innocent until proven guilty, but who else would have done that? Here she's online. She got this fans-only subscription service going on. Now, you know her husband couldn't have liked that. It's probably what they argued about. They probably got drunk, and you know how it is when you're drinking. If something's on your mind, you'll spill it out, and had an argument, and he killed her in the heat of the moment. Hey, Mac, it's good to see you. Abstinence is illegal in the U.S., I thought. Hey, I've drank it before. That stuff is strong, like really strong. I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I'll have to look up how to pronounce it. This freaking dental work I've had, I have a hard time pronouncing crap now. Even more hard time now than I used to, you know. Anyways, I want to be following this trial because this is interesting. Max says, ditto. It's good to see you, Mac, though. For real. Y'all check out Mac's channel. If anyone's got a link to his channel, if you can get it, share it. Max, good people. Good people. Okay. We had something else to talk about too. There was a teenager. He went, I opened up the wrong thing. He went missing. His name is Quan Charles from Louisiana. He went missing on October 30th, and then he was found in a canal on November 3rd. It's kind of a crazy story. He was visiting his dad, and his dad went to the store. Let's see how old he is. He's 15. He was 15. His dad went to the store, and Kawan took off with a friend and his friend's mom. I reckon he went to their house. Then he decided to leave. He never made it home. And then he was found dead in the canal. And here's the thing. Nobody had permission to pick up this child from his dad's house. And Kawan had dyslexia. I think the woman's name that picked him up is Janet. But anyways, police are now investigating this as a homicide, although there is video evidence that he was by himself. I'm going to read this so I don't get it mixed up. Louisiana authorities are treating the mysterious death of Quan Charles, a 15-year-old boy found dead this month, as a homicide. Quan's family members have started an independent investigation into his death after he was found deceased in a rural wooded area near, I can't pronounce this, Lauraville, something like that, on November 3rd. The family reportedly said that officials said the teen drowned in ankle-deep water, with muddy water found in his lungs. But a graphic death photo has the family questioning what really happened. My son has a big knot on his head, Mother Roxanne Nelson told KATC3. It's obvious someone hit him in the head with something. Quan, a quiet teen who struggled with dyslexia, was last seen with an adult, Janet Irvin, and her 17-year-old son, Gavin, on October 30th. Quan was at his father's house in Baldwin at the time and left while his father was at the store. Family members stressed that they did not give Janet Irvin permission to pick up Quan. Hey, before you go picking up someone's children, you need to be talking to one of their parents first. You just don't go pick up someone's kid without talking to their parent. Come on. What else then? Later that night, and after unsuccessful attempts to reach him, the family reported him missing to the Baldwin police and requested an Amber Alert. The family said that authorities declined to issue the alert and blew off their concerns, claiming Quan was likely at a football game or with friends. His mother said it was unlike him not to answer his phone. He was excited about getting a haircut and would have responded if he could have. There was no Amber Alert issued. Chase Tritchell, the family's lawyer, told News 10. The police did not take this seriously, at least initially, and the question, of course, is, could his life have been saved? Family members started a GoFundMe page, says warning graphic photo, to help raise money for an independent investigation. Kawan's body was sent to the American Forensics in Mesquite, Texas last week for an independent autopsy. That end. Okay. It says WFAB 9 reports that security footage collected indicated that Quan was alone at the time of his death. However, Sheriff Tommy Ramiro confirmed that authorities are treating the teen's untimely death as a homicide. We gathered evidence at the home of individuals who reportedly were with Quan, Bobby Charles, before his disappearance. We interviewed these same individuals and are actively tracking their whereabouts. We have spoken with at least one eyewitness who reportedly saw Quan Bobby Charles before his death in the area. where he was later found deceased. I'm just wondering if he could have fell and hit his head. According to the Washington Post, the Irvin family has not spoken to Quan's family since the boy's death. Kenneth Jacko, Quan's father, said that Gavin told police that Quan was at his home on October 30th, but left alone and didn't return. So why would you go pick up this teen from his home, take your 17-year-old son to do that without his parents' permission, and then just let him try to walk home? Why wouldn't they give him a ride? Something's not right with that. It said authorities searched the Irvin's home, but they didn't find anything suspicious. Said Gavin said Quan got up and said he was leaving. Gavin asked about where Quan was going, and after that he disappeared. Bullshit. The Irvins are no longer living in the trailer home they were in when Quan was with them. They may have gotten evicted, the Post reports. This is a nightmare. I've had to go on a wild goose chase just to get information, Roxanne Nelson said. I want the lady who came to get my son without my permission, his dad's permission, to be held accountable. She took them to her house. He was alive and well when he was here, and now he is dead. So far, no one has been named as a suspect in connection with Quan's death. I have to agree with the mother. I don't blame her a bit. She came and picked up Quan without his mom or dad's permission. Took him back to her trailer with her teenage son. And then they just let him walk out and disappear into the darkness. Why didn't she take him home? I mean, she picked him up. Something's not right with that, guys. I wanted to scroll back up and click on where it was talking about that GoFundMe at and see what that shows. Let's see what it shows. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. If you guys want me to pull that back up, I will. I did not know that they were actually going to have the pictures from the autopsy here. Oh, my goodness. It does look like he's got a big gash on his head. Yeah, it better get on the ball with the picture I'm looking at right here. I don't want to show that. I didn't know that was going to show that. Because I actually didn't click on that this morning. Yes, oh my gosh. Youngin was found in bad shape, I can tell you. Bless his little heart. There's a big gash. You can tell decomposition had got one side of his oh my gosh. Of his face. I hate saying that. If anyone wants to, I'm going to put the link to the GoFundMe in the chat if anyone wants to check it out, but be warned, it does show an autopsy picture of his face. Sky, wait, Joe Exotic's husband was arrested. Yes, hon, he got a DUI in Texas. He's still in jail. I didn't see anything. I was watching chat. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I may go back and try to clip that out if I can. I hate to take my stream down just because. Yes, Joe Exotic made an excuse. You know, Dylan's drinking a lot more because he's in jail. Your name reminds me of my dog's name. Her name's Skylar. Skylar Rain, because we named her Skylar because, you know, Sky, she's kind of got sky blue eyes. Hey, Natalie, good morning. Anyways, we'll follow this. I'm with his mom, though. Needs to be some kind of charges. I mean, they came and picked this kid up without anyone's permission. A responsible adult does not go pick up anyone's kid without talking to one of their parents first or their guardian, you know? See, the image didn't show on the stream. Okay. Okay, good. Good. Light Feather said, I just looked. Yeah, if you want to look at it on your own and check out the GoFundMe, personally, I mean, if I was this family, I wouldn't put that picture up, but they want people to see what condition he was in when he was found. Now, his mom, I listened to a video of her this morning. Oh, it broke my heart. And she thinks someone knocked him in the head. CC, how about a Carol Baskin imitation? Imitation. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol freaking Baskin here, owner of Big Cat Rescue. Many of you may know me because I killed my husband and put him in a meat grinder. I was accused of it. And also, I have a YouTube channel where I read from my diary. In Victim Bash, my husband that disappeared. There's my imitation, Mac. That's the best I got. It's the best I got. No parent should have to go through that. I know. That right there, that made my heart. Max says, you're killing me. You asked for it, Mac. I got to get better. She's just so hard to imitate because she doesn't have a freaking personality. You know? She doesn't have a personality at all. So, you just kind of got to talk in like a low tone. Yeah. Let's see. How much was Dylan's bond? Speaking of Carol Baskin, I think it was like $3,000. This guy says that GT, damn Carol Baskin. Barry Mary sent me a coffee mug. It says, good morning. What does it say? Good morning to everybody except that bitch Carol Baskin. I love it. It's got a tiger on it. Oh, yeah. I lost my train of thought. I'm just wondering why no one's going to bond Dylan out. Joe's got friends in Texas. Joe's real friends are probably pissed that Dylan has been out partying and living it up. Mac, did you see me dressed as Carol Baskin for Halloween? Not, you gotta go check out the Halloween stream. I gotta get back on Carol Baskin's case and check out her videos. I've not been listening to her stinking diary videos where she reads from her diary instead of her diary. I don't really think that's a diary from years ago. I think some of it is, but I think she makes up a lot as she goes. Mac, yeah, I was Carol freaking Baskin for Halloween. I had the most awesomest, is that even a word? Headbands ever. Awesomest. I can't even say it. They were awesome. And I had a meat grinder. Well, I didn't have a meat grinder. It's actually my coffee grinder. As a pretend meat grinder. Joe is antidote for Carol. I'd like to introduce you to my wife, but my husband's at home watching your new baby chimpanzee, or however he said it. You can't help but like Joe's personality. But when I think about the crime, how the animals were treated, pisses me off. I think they lied about a lot on Joe, though. Look, the people that's accused him of doing horrible things to animals have done the same. All of them has exploited and mistreated animals. Every damn one of them. Joe Exotic, Doc Antle, Carol freaking Baskin. What's that other guy? What's his name? Tim Stark. Every one of them used animals to profit. I will never financially recover from this, Joe Exotic says. Yeah, he didn't either. You can't go up against Carol Baskin. She's even after the money he's making from, what's it called? Dangerous underwear line. He's got some underwear called Cask and Baskin. I'll use that name for Halloween. I got it from Joe Exotic. Cask and Baskin. That's who I was instead of Carol Baskin. But anyways, he's got some underwear called Cask and Baskin. And they got ice cream cones on them. The ice cream cone looks like it's blood or something. They're called Cask and Baskin. Really, she really did a number on Joe. He would have taken and still, yeah, he did videos. He was like, there's this one video. He's like, Carol Baskin, you want my freaking watch? Here's my watch. And he puts it down and he shoots it. He blows it out of hell. What the fuck is wrong with her? Anyone here study personality disorders? Mac Quan in the chat can tell you what's wrong with her. Because it was his profession, like, he's like a therapist, something. I think she's a narcissist. Everything's always about Carol. Anybody gets in Carol's way, she takes them out. She'll take them for everything they got. She's lawsuit happy. She's a sociopath, Max says. Yeah. I mean, here her husband was missing 2 years, just been gone when Dawn disappeared. He'd been gone 2 years. And she had another boyfriend. Didn't know what happened to her husband. Just disappeared, according to her. And she has a new boyfriend, going on romantic vacations, writing in her diary about their sex escapades. Whatever the hell you call it. Ugh. And I still can't believe that she got on a YouTube video and read about her and her ex-boyfriend's love life. And her, a married woman. She's married to Howie. Harold Baskin. I mean, how disrespectful to Howie. Really. And nobody wants to hear about your sex life, Carol. I mean, obviously, your boyfriend was trying to give you some pointers on how to slow down and stuff. He gave you a book. And you must have been horrible in bed. He was trying to be nice about it. Nothing's happened to him. She was just disrespecting him, Mac. She was on a video a while back talking about her and her ex-boyfriend that she started dating 2 years after Dawn's disappearance. She's talking about their sex on a vacation they had. How he gave her a book on how to slow down. How she just wanted to jump his bones all the time. How he made her legs shake. All kinds of gross stuff. I mean, it was just so disrespectful. And her married to Howie. I like Harold. I do like Harold Baskin. I can't help it. He reminds me of my great uncle. He looks like him. Dresses like him. What else were we going to talk about? Oh, yeah. I want to look at that little girl that went missing over the weekend. And then I got to be getting off here and getting my son's stuff together. I'm going to spend a little time with him before my mom comes. I think they're getting ready to put a child killer to death. I'm going to look at that a second, too. Maybe one less monster in the world. Just costs people, costs the state money keeping them alive on death row. That's the way I look at it. I think all child abusers, child killers should be put to death. That's just my personal opinion about it. Okay, urgent, missing, 11-year-old girl vanishes over the weekend. This is in Chicago, too, Mac. Police in Chicago are asking for the public's help in locating a missing 11-year-old girl who was last seen on Saturday. According to WGN9, 11-year-old Trinity Simpson was last seen around 10 a.m. Saturday morning in the 7200 block of South Low Avenue in Englewood. According to the report, Trinity was last seen wearing a pink tie-dye shirt, light blue jeans, a pink jacket, and Ugg boots. The report does not include further details about the circumstances of her disappearance. Anyone with information or who thinks they have seen Trinity is urged to call 911 or Area 1 detectives at 312-747-8380. I hope she's just hanging out at a friend's house or something, hiding out. I hope they find her. I see there's another little boy missing in Tennessee. Oh my goodness. I hope they find these kids. I hate reading about missing kids. There's another one. This is in Tennessee, a missing little boy. Go back up. Let me take the damn ads down. Hey, baby, did you get your homework? 2 pages left. Okay. It says the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation issued a statewide for a boy who disappeared on Sunday and hasn't been seen since. News 4 Nashville reports that 9-year-old Jordan Allen Gorman was last seen at his home in Ashland City. The boy's parents reportedly told authorities that Jordan got into an argument with them, then ran away upset. Yeah, right. I'm not believing it. According to Cheltenham County Sheriff's Lieutenant Ken Miller, the search resumed for Jordan on Monday morning. Police have been canvassing the neighborhood and surrounding areas, but so far haven't spotted him. We know what usually how these cases go. Parents say, oh, their kids just ran away. Yeah, right. Or they woke up and they were gone from the house. It's always a lie. He's a cute little feller. Jordan was last seen wearing a gray short-sleeved t-shirt with red stripes on the arms and blue jeans. He's described as a white male who stands 4 feet tall, weighs 75 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. Anyone with information on Jordan's whereabouts is urged to contact the TBI at 1-800-824-3463 or the Cheltenham County Sheriff's Office at 615-792-2098. Calm down, Skylar. Don't start crying. I'm about done. My dog, man, she is so demanding. Let's see. I'm going to look at one more thing, and then I got to get off here because Skylar's starting, of course. I hope they find that little boy. I'll keep y'all updated about that for sure. Lawyers for killer who strangled pregnant mom and cut baby from wound have coronavirus. Pushed to delay her execution. Hello, Rain. Hold on. A woman who strangled an expectant mother and cut her newborn baby out of her womb is scheduled to be executed in December, but her lawyers apparently have coronavirus, which prompted them to request a pushback. Put her outside, baby. The gate's not closed, so don't let her run out. Fox News reports that lawyers for Lisa Montgomery filed a suit at the U.S. District Courts for the District of Columbia on Tuesday, which blamed Attorney General William Barr for scheduling Montgomery's death amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Hey, she's been on death row forever. Montgomery's attorneys, Amy Harwell and Kelly Henry, stated that they've traveled twice from Tennessee to Texas to visit Montgomery, who's currently housed at the FMC Carswell in Fort Worth. Miss Montgomery's mental health and the extent to which she is able to grasp what is happening to her lies at the core of her efforts to obtain a reprieve and a commutation of her sentence to life imprisonment. Hey, she wasn't thinking about nobody else's feelings or mental health when she killed someone and cut a baby from them. Come on. But we're all supposed to have sympathy for her and her mental health. What about her victim's family and friends, loved ones? Says it is vital that counsel be able to meet with Miss Montgomery in person to evaluate her mental status. This is particularly vital since, as a result of the pandemic, the mental health experts who have evaluated Mrs. Montgomery in the past are unable to travel to the prison. Each round trip involved 2 plane flights, transit through 2 airports, hotel stays, and interactions with dozens of people, including airline attendants, car rental employees, passengers, and prison guards. The lawsuit added that Montgomery's mental health has worsened since the pandemic, and she has severe mental disabilities that frequently cause her to lose touch with reality. Hey, cry me a river. Why? Why? She didn't have no sympathy or empathy for her victims. Cry me a river. A hearing on the matter is scheduled for Monday. As Crime Online previously reported, Montgomery is currently scheduled to be put to death by lethal injection on December 8th. Montgomery is serving a death sentence for the 2004 murder of a pregnant 23-year-old Bobby Joe Stinnett, whose baby, Montgomery, was cut out of her with a carving knife at Stinnett's home in Skidmore, Missouri. See, she cut out this woman's baby with a carving knife. And everybody's supposed to have sympathy for her mental health issues. Really? Freaking psycho. See, she's got advocates for her, though. Says Montgomery, who was faking her own pregnancy, met Stinnett online while pretending to be interested in buying a dog. The 2 women arranged to meet on December 16, 2004 at Stinnett's home in regards to buying a rat terrier. Investigators believe Montgomery strangled Stinnett with a rope, then cut the baby from her womb during the visit. Newsweek reports that groups of mental health advocates, current prosecutors, former prosecutors, and anti-trafficking organizations are pleading with the president to forgo the death penalty and commute Montgomery's sentence to life without parole. Absolutely not. That shouldn't happen. What she did to her victim. She strangled that woman and used a carving knife to cut the baby out. According to the numerous letters written to President Trump, advocates stated that Montgomery was the victim of child sex abuse along with human trafficking as a teenager. You know what? There's a lot of us that went through abuse growing up. We didn't pull crap like this. We didn't do monstrous things like this. I got no empathy for her. I just don't got no empathy for her. Now they're crying, oh, she got some kind of mental health issues because they're trying to get her out of the death sentence. That's all it is. They're just trying to save her life. She didn't care about her victim's life, her victim's baby. Okay, so the group reiterated they are not seeking to excuse Montgomery's heinous actions, but instead to give a punishment that fits the crime. The punishment that fits the crime is death. These groups kill me. They really freaking kill me. They're trying to say nobody intervened when she was being abused as a kid. All this and that. You know what? That happens to a lot of us. Nobody intervened, right? Did we grow up and kill pregnant women? Cut their babies from their wombs? No. Did we grow up and abuse? No. It's an excuse. Pisses me off when people use excuses like this. I had a really bad childhood. It's just no excuse. Okay, I'm getting on a rant. Enough about her. We'll have to follow that and see what happens with it. Max says they kill me too. Yeah, I can't stand that excuse. And these sex predators, these child molesters. Oh, they were sexually abused as a child. No excuse. A lot of us were. We didn't grow up and do that. Come on. I hate that excuse. Anyways, guys, I better end this, get off here, and get Timothy's clothes finished drying, and check in with him about his homework. He's probably ready to eat now. He's like me. He doesn't eat as soon as he gets up. Lightfeather, I have no sympathy for her at all. Uh-oh, it scrolled on me. I'm just on the fence with the death penalty. I know an eye for an eye, but kind of believe God brings you in this world and takes you back when He decides. Yeah. Um. Well, I used to be conflicted about it. I guess I still am with, the adult murders and stuff like that. But when it comes to child murders and people that do things like this, it's like, I'm all for it. I think all child abusers, pedophiles should be put to death. That's my opinion on it. I know it's not going to happen, but that's just my opinion on it. Because, they send these child molesters, child predators to prison for a few years. Then they get out and they reoffend. Almost every one of them. There's no rehabilitation, in my opinion, for them. It's just into them. It's like hardwired into them, like into their DNA or something. Kind of like these serial killers. That's the way I think about it. Yeah. But anyhow, we need a prayer chain for her victim on that sicko's death day. Yes. Great idea. I bet they put it off. They probably won't execute her in December. Probably not. Since her lawyers have the coronavirus, they say. Let me read this comment. Mac, I love when you rant, CC. Verbal, I slept in. Sorry I missed you. Oh, that's okay, Verbal. I get it. I wish I could sleep in, but I can't. I got too many responsibilities. All these animals, Got to get up, get it done. Anyways, y'all have a good day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. If I get some time today and it warms up, we might do a quick little evening stream, drink some coffee on the porch or something. Maybe do a member stream or something. Anyways, I love y'all. Thanks for the support, as always, and have a great day. Be safe, be kind, and peace. I'll see some of y'all on Discord. I see Mitch, Melissa. Bye, everyone.